How's it going? It's Henry, and in this video what I want to talk about is a few mistakes that I see people making when it comes to their list. Where are you going wrong when it comes to building up and eventually monetizing your list? So I see this issue with a lot of clients, a lot of people in my private group. So I want to give a bit of a framework for you to deal with. First of all, creating an email list, and then once you've created the email list, how to deal with that list of people, how to build a relationship with them and eventually sell to them if that's what you want to do. So I've had this issue with some of my clients who built up a huge email list before we started working together. They built up a huge email list and then they just let the list sit there. So that is the first mistake that I see a lot of people making, which is building up an email list and then leaving it to stagnate, because that's just a waste. You built up this group of people for nothing. So first things first, if you're using Facebook ads to basically send people to a lead magnet and you're building up a list from there, you want to, as soon as you send people that lead magnet, as soon as you get people into the list, you want to start building that relationship with the group of people. So how do you do that? First thing first, you want to do what a lot of marketers, especially Ryan Dice, if you know him from Digital Marketer, calls the indoctrination series. You want to basically indoctrinate people into your list and let them know what you stand for and what they can expect from your list. So people don't want to be surprised in the future when they get emails from you. So when you get people onto your list, you want to firstly introduce them. If you're on my list, I let you know a bit about myself, what you can expect coming from me on the list. So you feel a bit more connected to me. You feel a bit more connected to the person behind the emails, and you're more likely to open the emails in the future. So of course this is a framework, but you want to be as real as possible with the emails as well and provide your list value. That's a given. So first things first, let people know what they can expect from your emails, know what they can expect being on your list, and also know a bit about who you are, who your company is, and what you stand for. So this is the first step that you want to take when building up a list. Once you build up the list, again, introduce them to your brand and let them know a bit about what they can expect in the future. The next stage is you want to engage the people now. Now that they know a bit about who you are, you want to engage them. So engagement is basically providing value to the list. Again, you can see the trend here. You want to provide value to the list. So the engagement series is basically providing more value in the form of content to the list, and as well trying to get a sale from that. So the engagement series can be, let's say, a 4-part or 3-part autoresponder series. And if you don't know what an autoresponder series is, again, it's basically every email tool these days, every email provider has an autoresponder sequence built into it. So I personally use ActiveCampaign for most of my clients and for myself. You can set up an autoresponder series in there. So you set that out, and then what that does is basically provides content for your list. So say somebody opted into your list for a golf lead magnet. You want to provide them relevant content that's going to add onto the lead magnet that they got, and then you eventually want to, if you're trying to monetize the list, after the 3-part engagement series, the goal is to get a sale from your list. So and the sale should be generally a smaller sale. So it's what we like to call in marketing a tripwire. So you want to have that smaller sequence, and in the end maybe sell, if they opted in for a golf product, you want to sell a add-on to that golf lead magnet that's going to enhance that experience a bit more. So I hope you get that. So say in the engagement series you sell a product for $47 at the end of the engagement series. For the people who don't purchase, you want to then segment them. So basically you want to, if the people don't buy, you want to then send them an email that makes them take some kind of action, and related to that action you then segment them into another list. Again, this might be slightly confusing, but again, I'll explain this in future videos. This video is to give you a framework about how to deal with your list. So it's just a general understanding. So the people who don't buy after your engagement series, you send them to a segmentation you send them a segmentation email, and then based on the action that they take from there, you send them another engagement series, and they might again get engaged from that. But the people who do buy from your first engagement series, they basically have bought. So you figured out your buyers now on your list, who is going to buy from you. The people who buy typically are going to buy some more. So if again you're monetizing your list, you want to get the people that have bought to purchase an even higher product, upsell them to something else. That of course is going to add on to the experience. So in all this, you're providing value as well to your list. That is a given, as I've said before. So again, take the golf instance. For example, someone has opted into our free list from a golf lead magnet. We let them know a bit about who we are and what our story is, so they trust us a bit more. They feel connected to our brand. Then we engage them and get them to make a $47 purchase, for example, onto a tiny tripwire product that we have. And then based on the people that buy that, we can upsell them a coaching that's going to make the experience with the product even better, for example. So that is a general framework of how you want to deal with your list. Basically, the overall arching view is you don't want to leave a list stagnant. You don't want to just build up an email list and just leave it. So if you are building up an email list from Facebook ads, you want to make sure you are doing this in order to stay profitable for a long time with the list that you've built up. Don't waste your ads, and follow up is a key to making any campaign successful. So I hope you understood this point of the video. Of course, it might be a bit complicated for anyone who doesn't know a bit about email marketing, but I'm going to dive into this a bit more in future videos. I wanted to switch up the content a bit and give you a lowdown on how I go about email marketing for myself and clients. So I hope this helped. Once again, subscribe if you like this sort of content on marketing, and in particular Facebook marketing, but online marketing in general. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe. Let me know what other questions you would like to know, and I'll answer that for you in future videos. Regardless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next videos.